Hey guys, how you doing? Just taking care of business here in my backyard. Notice after the rains and everything, every now and then I still get these guys that like coming up. I love popping them like this. The reason being is that because I don't like them showing up in my yard, especially in the spring or later in the year. And these things, dandelions, have a tendency of even coming up in the middle of winter sometimes. But you know what? When you get the whole root and you get it out of there, it has no opportunity to be able to grow. Now, I am not starting up a gardening class or a gardening video. There is a point to all of this. That point is that we need to, let me put it a different way. I need to be more in a preventative maintenance mode rather than a recovery mode. There are things that we have in our lives that we can get out of our lives by going and asking for forgiveness or forgiving another brother or our wife or our children. And what do we do next? How about we do things that will prevent from weeds growing in our garden or in our yard or mushrooms? Yeah, we can spray them with the next best thing to be able to keep them away. But sometimes I like just going out there and digging them up. It's a mindless task. But it reminds me that if I clear all of my garbage or things that may turn into garbage or would actually grow and end up overtaking the yard, why don't I just take care of it right at the time? So let's be preventative. I didn't even say that right. Let's be preventative. Let's really care about what God has given us. Brother, we are blessed to have this day that He has given us. Our days are not like they used to be. They may not be where we want to be, but He's not done with us yet. But we have to do the footwork. Faith without works is dead, brother. Forgive those that need to be forgiven by you, whether they ask for it or not. Forgive them. We're called to exhort and to love each other, to hold each other up. We're called not to exasperate our children. Sometimes they need to hear from us, forgive me for the way that I talked to you, the way that I treated you. Our wives, we need to love them the way that Jesus loves the church. Let me just remind you that He died for us. The hill is not something big enough for us to die on, brother. So let's submit ourselves to God's authority and be more like His Son Jesus. And maybe when you have time, you can take a look at your life and see how many of these things that need to be dug up and tossed out. Tossed out and never to be thought of again. Shalom, my brother. Go Jesus.